This is your captain speaking. Will the gentleman in 24B please put his shoes back on? I'm choking to death.
Al!
Oh, please. They show us the movie Dutch and they think I stink? I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Let me go down and get him. I'm a communicator. I'm a breakthrough kind of guy.
Your mom's on the phone. I don't have a mom. You may have a mom. I have a mother.
They've only just met.
I'm a friend of your mother's. I came to get you to bring you home.
And already, they get along like family.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
What do you like to do for fun? Oh, you like to wiggle and grunt. Me too.
So you and Doyle are getting along well.
He's not a bad kid. We're getting along just great. Come on, give it to me, Pipsqueak. We're taking our time. We're seeing the country. And as Doyle himself said, nothing beats traveling the highways and byways.
Okay, sugar, what'll it be?
What won't make me vomit? Give me the keys.
This isn't working out. We're not masters of the highway. We were robbed by homebound hookers.
Only because you fell asleep when I got excited.
You did?
I wonder where Dutch and Doyle are staying tonight.
Knowing Doyle, it'll be first class.
20th Century Fox presents the story of a boy
I got a deck of racy playing cards.
who lost the child in himself and the man who helped him find it.
Is that your most pathetic look? That's not gonna get us a ride. This is pathetic. Try it. See, I'm not such a bad guy, huh?
Dutch.
You're like a great big demented child.
Dutch, released as Driving Me Crazy outside the US, is a 1991 American road comedy drama film directed by Peter Feynman and written by John Hughes. The film stars Ed O'Neill in the title role and Ethan Embry, co-starring JoBeth Williams and Christopher McDonald. The original music score was composed by Alan Silvestri. The film opened at number 10 at the box office and grossed nearly $2 million. The film would end with a domestic gross of $4,600,000. It was a box office bomb, grossing less than $5 million domestically against its $17 million budget.
Give it to me, Pipsqueak.
Doyle and Dutch.
You're like a great big demented child.
What do you like to do for fun?
They're not friends.
Oh, you like to wiggle and grunt. Me too.
They're not family.
But you roll the dice, you take what you get.
They're strangers on a trip
We're call girls. We also do a little dancing. Naked?
that just keeps getting stranger. Dutch, rated PG-13.
Dallas, huh?
Dallas-Fort Worth,
Yeah.
and I'm syndicated throughout Texas and Oklahoma. Yeah. So we cover the Southwest.
It's hot down there now.
Yes, good morning, Ed. It is hot in
Hi.
Texas at the moment. Not moderate temperature like you have here in Los Angeles
Yeah.
today. Have you ever been to Texas?
Yes, I have. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Houston. I've been to several cities in Dallas, in Texas, excuse me.
Working or?
Working, yeah, unfortunately working. But I have some friends that live in the Dallas area, and I did see them when I was in town. I went to a couple of very nice restaurants in Dallas I really enjoyed.
We're big for eating in Texas.
Yes, so am I.
Speaking of eating, I got such a kick out of that scene where you're fixing dinner for JoBeth Williams.
Oh, yes, with the chicken.
Yes. I mean, you wield a mean cleaver.
Yes. JoBeth is from Texas, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me about doing that scene. What all was involved for you?
We shot that scene in an actual home, a beautiful, beautiful home. And it was very involved because there was so much food there, and the preparation of this meal. A lot of the scene was cut for time. so that it was much more involved than you actually saw on the screen. But Joe Beth and I had a ball doing it because, we were just throwing food around. But it was interesting because the timing of the chops, in between the lines and everything had to be all worked out.
And so you did this many, many times, I guess.
It seemed like...
A day's worth?
Oh, it was all day. That scene was all day, yeah. It was a good 12-hour day on that scene.
Another one of my favorite scenes, the fireworks scene.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
Were you orchestrated?
No, that scene was improvised. That was, except for the lines at the car with the boy, the rest of it pretty much was improvised. In other words, it wasn't only me. I mean, we went through it with the director and we talked about what we should do and where I should go and so forth, but we kind of made it up. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Peter Feynman's idea. That scene was added to the movie, and I think he and John Hughes discussed it and put it into the movie. And I thought it was a nice touch.
What did you think about that place? It just looks like Vegas on a bad day,
It's unbelievable. It's an entire city of fireworks. It's not just that store that we went to. The whole city. It's called Fireworks City. And it's incredible. All it is fireworks stores and fast food joints. I mean, it's Domino's Pizza, it's McDonald's, it's Burger King, it's Wendy's. If you don't like fast food, you're in desperate trouble there. I mean, you could kill yourself there eating. It's a very colorful place.
And what was it like working with the young man, with Ethan?
It was a very nice, delightful, very nice boy, very bright and engaging, friendly, very enthusiastic, listened. It was a very good experience.
Much different than working with an adult actor?
Well, sometimes if you work with an adult actor who you don't like, or who has a lot of preconceived ideas about how he likes to work, for instance, and that can be fine, but sometimes there can be a problem because you may not be in sync. But with a young actor who doesn't really have that background, that history, then it can be fine because he's just willing to try anything.
What is his background as far as his family? Did he bring anything with him to the role in that respect?
Well, I don't think he's wealthy. I don't think he minds me saying that. I don't think they come from a wealthy family background. They've come from a very close family. He's got a beautiful family, brothers and sisters, and a large family. And the father and mother are young and very sweet.
And they're together.
They're together and very happy. And so he's got a very good family unit. And I think this was totally foreign to him, this role.
What would you do if you had a kid or had charge of a kid like Doyle?
Oh, I'd probably throw him into the first car that was going. No, I don't know. Well, I don't know what you don't know that. That's what I think. You just don't know what to do with children. I mean, you do your best and you improvise. I don't think there's any rules.
Do you have children?
I don't have children myself, no. I did teach school, though, for 3 years, so I know a little bit about working with children. And I know that there's just no one way to do anything with kids. You just have to, if you really care about them, I think it comes across and it means something to them. And they also know when you don't. And I think that somewhere there's something in that.
Well, Ed, I hope the film does well for you all.
Thank you.
Dutch, wonderful performance
Thank
by
you.
you. And some
Thank you
very
very much.
memorable scenes in the movie. Hope it does well. And
Thank
thanks
you.
for talking with us, and do come back to Texas.
I hope to.
Thank you very much.
I have a friend from Dallas. His name is J.R. Horn.
The Peter Feynman gave it to me.
Ah,
Yeah.
is it from Australia?
Actually, it's from. Let's see. Oh, what kind of nationality it is?
All right.
And we're rolling with speed.
Well, Ethan, good morning.
Good morning.
We've now discussed your shoes, which I
Yeah.
like very much, and your jacket, which I think is very colorful, and so we're getting to know one another. Have you ever been to Texas?
Yes, I have. We in 1987, my mom, my aunt, and my 2 cousins, and my brother and my sister, and I took a trip in our motorhome from LA. We went to Las Vegas. We came down to Texas. We drove, like the little square part of it. We drove right through there, and then we went up to Maryland, to Washington, D.C., and then we came back across the top of it. So we went basically around U.S. in this motorhome.
What do you remember about going through Texas?
Dirt, lots of farms on the side roads and a lot of storms.
Oh, really?
A lot of rain.
Oh, really?
There was a lot of rain. Or no, wait, that was New Mexico or Arizona. But one of them had like a lot of rain, lots and lots of rain. And I remember we stopped in Nashville in a little drugstore, and we got little slush puppies at this little drugstore with my cousin. Yeah, I remember that a lot. I remember that.
Well, let's talk about Dutch, because you did quite a lot of traveling making Dutch.
Yes.
Was that fun for you?
Yeah, it was. The best part, the funnest thing that I had was doing the stunts, doing all the karate stuff. That was really fun. I liked doing that a lot.
Did you have to learn that for the film?
Yeah. The Jeff Imada, the karate instructor, taught me all the moves. Then Buddy Joe Hooker got together and he taught me how to do the moves about this far from the object that I'm kicking and make it look like I'm actually kicking it. So like when I kick Ed in the face or punch him, I'm about this far from him. And the camera angles make it look like I'm actually hitting him.
What about when you hit him with the golf club?
With the golf club, he had this armor plate, this metal plate that went up his shoulder like this, and it went over his leather jacket. And the golf club was it was styrofoam or like Nerf with a wire down the middle of it to keep it firm. And at the end, the head of it was styrofoam. And I just hit him really hard with that and hit the plate, so it didn't really hurt him.
Ethan,
I think.
You hope.
I hope I didn't hurt him yet.
Have you ever met any kids like Doyle?
Yeah, I have. My brother went to a school, and there were a few of them like Doyle. Yeah, so no names though.
But I mean, real fussy, meticulous,
Yes,
wiping
yes.
the silverware, all that.
They were all rich too, which made them even more so like it. But none of them had. See, the thing about Doyle is, he's been hurt in his life. His father, he loves his father a lot, and he wants to be just like his father. And when he finds out that his father has been cheating on him and stuff, it completely changes him. And he's only being just like his father. His father is his idol. He wants to be just like his father. And that's the reason why he's like that.
How many films have you done now?
One.
One before this.
I did a short one day, and then I did this. One day little thing in a movie called Defending Your Life. I did that, and then this is the first major role.
And you're how old now?
13.
So you were 12 when you shot this film?
I was, yes. We started the day after Thanksgiving, and we went till about March, till the middle of March, till the beginning of March. So yeah, I was 12.
Do you remember the first time you ever performed in public?
Yeah, the first time that I ever performed was 5 years old. No, wait, it was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. And I was in this play. And, maybe, I don't know how old, I was younger than 10, maybe either from 5 to 7 years old. And I was in this play at my church. It was a musical. And I played an angel. I played one of the lead angels in it. And I forgot which one. It was Gabriel. I played Gabriel in it. So that was the first time that I had performed in public.
Did you know then you wanted to do that?
Not really. I was kind of scared, because I was really scared to have the audience because it's a big church, really big, 5,000 people. And it was really scary to have all those people watching me. So I got really scared. And then I did another one when I was 10. I liked that. And then I did a bigger play with CMT called Babes in Toyland when I was about 11. And I really liked that, so I did commercials and stuff. And that's when I started acting.
Well, I think you've got a great future ahead of you, Ethan.
Thank you.
Enjoyed your performance very, very much.
Thank you.
And I'm glad everybody can see that you're not really like Doyle.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ethan.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Come back to Texas.
Okay.
Stop tape.
Well, Peter, we are talking and meeting for the first time, but we find that we have, in my case, a friend, maybe in your case, an acquaintance or a working relationship with a person who came from our station, Margaret Meagard.
Yes.
And I know that she, as a Texan, enjoys being in Australia very much. Mm. Have you been to Texas ever?
Well, yes, I have, actually. And I, through Dutch, had the opportunity of going right through the centre of America. So I can understand how people from the centre part of America can really enjoy Australia, because we're similar kinds of people. We speak a different language, but we sort of enjoy life, and we're much more relaxed about life than some of those Americans on the West Coast, I guess.
Yes, I wonder though if in Sydney, being now a large bustling city, if it's getting a little un-Australian.
Well, I guess so. It's very much a tourist city now, Sydney, but there are still, I know places to go. But yes, it's very much a cosmopolitan, international city. And as a big city, of course, it has all the trappings of big cities, but it's very beautiful, of course.
In making the movie Dutch, where you did do a great deal of traveling, what sort of problems did that pose for you as the director?
Well, it was a greater joy than it was problems, because of the people I met and the beautiful parts of America that I saw. But the problem basically was that we were shooting in the winter. And when you're shooting in the winter in Illinois, and throughout the night in the open, it's sometimes not the joy that it might be sitting on a Florida beach. It was very cold.
What is it about John Hughes that he just has this thing about winter? The Home Alone people had the same problem.
Well, yes, I had a lot of snow to put down in Home Alone. A lot of artificial snow. We didn't have to worry about that. We were well taken care of with too much snow in many cases. But I guess it's John is connected, if you will, with the grassroots attitude of America, and he loves Chicago. And he loves the visuals and the joy of winter, and I think there is a lot of joy in it, and there's a lot of warmth, if you will, in the intercommunication of people in that kind of environment. So the harsh environment in this film in Dutch is really part and parcel of the environment in which these two characters go through and finally come together.
Peter, I think my favorite scene in the whole movie, the fireworks. I just love that. It's so well orchestrated, comes off so well. Now tell me about that scene. First of all, that place does exist, doesn't it?
Well, it does exist in Tennessee. There are huge supermarkets on the border that sell fireworks. I mean, they are huge supermarkets. It looks like Vegas. And you can go in there and for a few bucks buy all kinds of fireworks and run outside and go down the road a bit and sort of let them off. But that fireworks sequence actually was my favourite sequence too, because I was allowed to let the fireworks off. And so I was running around with all kinds of fireworks and holding onto them and blowing them past camera, etc. So everybody saw me as a maniac that day. But it's a lovely scene and it's great. Ed does a Chaplin-esque performance in that whole scene. We had miles of footage and it was very hard to pick what we had to use because there was so much really good stuff to throw out that we had to throw out. But it was an important part in the movie as well, of course, because it was the beginning of the relationship between these two characters. I had a great time doing that scene.
And it was only one day of shooting?
Well, it was a couple of nights, because when you're working with pyrotechnics, as we call them in the industry, not fireworks, pyrotechnics, you know, there's a lot of organisation to do, and that was quite a heavy part and very physical part for Ed to play. And of course you've got to go outside and light acres of land. The fireworks aren't enough to do it for you.
Was Ed at all frightened of the fireworks?
No, but Ethan was. We had a bizarre night with Ethan in that scene he sits in the car and he was very concerned. As a 12-year-old and a lovely kid, he was very concerned that a firework would go under the car, and he saw himself sort of engulfed in some horrific conflagration, and we had to get our stunt people to convince him, as we all did, his mother and me and Jamie Willett, my associate, that it was perfectly safe to sit in that car. But he was very scared, and it shows in the film, and it was appropriate for the scene, but I didn't do it deliberately. But there are a lot of fireworks going off, so it was pretty scary, but exciting too.
Oh, well, I think it's just a super scene. It's the best of that sort of thing I've ever seen. Peter, it's been fun talking with you, and I hope that we'll continue the conversation one of these days when you perhaps come to Texas to make a movie.
I would love to.
Thank you.
Doyle? Yes? Dad can't be with you, honey. He told me last night.
How about if I go down and get him?
A single mom can do everything.
I'm a friend of your mother's.
I'm not going anywhere with you!
Except be a dad.
So you and Doyle are getting along well.
We're getting along just great.
That job she left for Dutch.
See, I'm not such a bad guy, huh? There you go.
Dutch, rated PG-13. Special sneak preview Saturday, July 13th at theaters everywhere. Check newspapers. The film was poorly received critically and was a box office bomb, although it gained a major cult following after its home video release.
Okay, our next movie is Dutch, which tells the story of a private war between a very angry young boy and a man who wants to be his friend. The movie stars Ed O'Neill, star of Married with Children on TV, as a guy named Dutch who's in love with the ex-wife of a millionaire. Her son is a spoiled rich kid filled with hostility, but Dutch figures he might be able to turn the kid around if he goes to pick him up at his private school and drive him home for Thanksgiving.
There's no better way for two guys to get to know each other than to spend a couple of days in a car.
That's Jo Beth Williams as the mother there. The kid, played by Ethan Randall, assaults Dutch with a golf club, but Dutch gets him to come along with him one way or another.
What do you like to do for fun? Well, you like to wiggle and grunt. Me too.
The movie turns into a formula picture where the two characters are somehow going to get to know one another while sharing adventures on the road. Among several phony scenes, this one is perhaps the phoniest.
Is that your most pathetic look?
This is my death to you look.
That's not going to get us a ride.
Be pathetic!
And, of course, they end up broke and stranded along the way. In a movie like this, there's an unwritten law that you never call home for money. No, you have to rough it out. It's a real strange country out there when you get a movie like this written and produced by John Hughes. This bears a passing resemblance to Hughes' wonderful movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which was also about an odd couple on the road home for Thanksgiving and all of their adventures and all of the reasons why they couldn't just pick up a phone and end the movie right then and there by getting some easily obtainable help. The movie has a lot of problems, but the basic one is it's not much fun to spend any time with this obnoxious kid who is presented as if the young William Buckley had been possessed by demons. That's not a criticism of young Ethan Randall, who plays the character all too well, but of Hughes' decision to make him so obnoxious for way too long before the inevitable smiles at the end of the picture. This was real tough going.
Oh yeah, teeth are on edge during this picture. Now you took care of the kid. Let me talk about Dutch.
Good old Dutch, yeah.
I wouldn't want to spend any time with Dutch. You know, a guy who comes on and says, you know, I'm working class, I'm a regular guy. I mean, as soon as he says that, I want to, okay.
What's wrong with the working class? I work for a living. You know, there are times during the movie when you're rooting for the kid.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The kid at least has a fresh attitude. I mean, Dutch is just so sanctimonious about himself.
Yeah.
You know, and of course the economic scheme of this whole picture is the richer you are, the more of a jerk you are. The poorer you are, you're practically sainthood.
Of course, the formula of a road picture like this is you have the obstreperous person and then the other one who is going to use reason and also force to make the first person human.
Yeah.
Now you've got a problem with a movie like this. You don't know which of the two characters from scene to scene is which.
You don't like either one.
Ed O'Neill,
You'll know him when you see him.
America's working class hero, is now unmarried.
Let me go down and get him.
But still with children.
I like the back rows. Nothing beats traveling the highways and byways. And nothing burps better than bacon.
You're disgusting.
From the creator of Home Alone and the director of Crocodile Dundee, Dutch.
See, I'm not such a bad guy, huh?
Rated PG-13. Starts tomorrow at theaters everywhere.
The film was released in the US on VHS in late 1991, early 92. Around the same time it was released in UK cinemas.